So, I've been kind of a drawing rut lately. I can't finish any animations. I keep trying, and I think that I've used up my first burst of energy with this kind of new hobby. And so I've been spending some time the last couple days just collecting images that I'm interested in and researching artists and just trying to find my passion again. If you're an artist, I'm hoping you understand that sometimes, that just happens. Like sometimes the well just dries up, and you need to spend some time like reconnecting with your art. And God, that sounds so dorky and like some hippie shit. But yeah. So I've been really looking into like Eroguro art, Eroguro art, which is like just this like really gross Japanese style of art that includes like sexual themes and grossness, but I don't necessarily need to incorporate the sexual part, but that's what the arrow is for. Eroguro for erotic grotesque. But I've always really been fascinated with body parts, especially eyeballs. I just think they're cool. I have one tattooed on like a quarter of my back. I've drawn eyeballs like all the time since high school, which I think is pretty typical for a lot of artists, but specifically eyeballs, I really like them detached from the body or just kind of like with a sense of not being part of the body. So that can also mean just kind of like in an abstract way. And this picture is based on one that I did in color pencil that is somewhere in my garage that has an octopus in a ice cream cone. And I really liked the way the ice cream cone came out in that picture, so I figured I'll do it again. Because you know what? Who cares if I've done it before? At this point in my life, art is about doing what's fun. And I liked doing the waffle cone, so I did it again, even though the process is boring, but I think that the result looks really good. So that was fun watching this play out. I don't think my audio is going to be synced very well to this video, but I really don't like planning too much about my art. I'll like have like a general idea of what I want to create, and then I kind of just wing it on the way there because that's more fun. If I plan too much, then I get stuck in the details and I start to become finicky with how every little thing works, and then I get demotivated and then I scrap it. And it goes in the bin of all of my unfinished projects. My house is covered in unfinished physical art projects. My computer storage is bogged down by like just years of... I really don't have a defined way to draw the iris of an eye. That's another one that I just wing it every time because each time I do it, it's a different process. I'm just doing it for fun. And I don't know why, but something about a baby blue, stark blue eye is just very unsettling to me. I think blue eyes feel kind of uncanny. There's this aspect to, especially like light blue eyes, but I mean, blue eyes are a mutation, so they are kind of creepy. I have black eyes. I have extremely dark brown eyes that just look black. The Spotify player thing was giving me such a headache. When it goes away, I'm listening to like people doing covers or concerts on YouTube instead when the player's not there. I try sometimes to watch or listen to video essays or other content like that. I do like long form video content, but when I'm getting into the groove with art, I will usually try to aim for something that's like just music, just something to vibe to, something to shut my brain off and just kind of get into the details. Especially with this piece, I just kind of was having fun doing whatever for the rendering on like all this goo. I wasn't happy with the goo until like the very end. I'm still not fully happy with it. But again, since I don't plan stuff, like certain things, like the inner details of like what's going on inside there, I kind of just like fix and fit it as I go and whatever fits in that area. I have a lot more ideas that kind of have to do with this like this like goo slash tendons or entrails or some kind of like viscera. Is that how you pronounce it? Viscera, like guts, stomach guts. I really want to do more with that. I really like the look of incorporating some yellow because I was looking at pictures of like some anatomy book type pictures, and some of our organs, some of our things inside have that kind of like yellowish color. I'm thinking also like body fat, just the average person is going to have some body fat, and that's like yellow, which when contrasted with like the red of your insides, yellow looks, it just looks unsettling to me. I love it. I love like it looks gross. Oh, there's a certain artist. I don't know what the name of the artist is, but they do Eroguro art, and they do. It looks like the art of Final Fantasy, the traditional art from the original artist. That like watercolor, very decadent looking, Bishonen looking type art. It looks like that, but it'll often be some kind of like disembodied head with just guts trailing out of it, and it's gross and morbid, yet the faces look serene. I'm gonna like play with that idea, but I think that works better in like flatter colors. I have a problem with like over rendering things like I'm doing here. I will like blend, but I also kind of want hard lines, and I can't really choose, so I picked a middle ground for this one with just blending as I felt and rendering as I felt, and then adding some lines back in later. Because so for this I was kind of going for like a morbid pop art feel. I wanted some kind of like a mixture, and I'm going to be playing with that as like this is the period I'm going into, right? Like my art period. It's going to be my gross pop art period. I want to play with like bright, vibrant colors, but also guts and entrails and body parts and blood. And plus, it's getting close to spooky season, so it's time to do scary stuff. This piece took 4 hours in total. The recording was originally 4 hours. This one took me a long time because I just kept fiddling with all the little details and rendering and stuff. I was having fun. The process is what's fun for me. Being done is alright, like having a finished piece of art is cool or whatever, but the process is fun. And this one was a fun one to just kind of get lost in for a while. I just finished this piece, and I finished at like 11:30, and it's midnight now, so because I'm ready to just export this and then upload it in the morning. So good night. Don't subscribe.